and someone who always has the most beautiful full brows and is always here to help our furry friends who are looking for homes. This is Larissa. Hey, Larissa.
Are you calling me Harry?
I mean, listen, I thought she was going to talk to me. I thought you were going to point to me when you were doing it.
Full brows.
I mean, I don't know.
You're Harry just here.
Your brows are much nicer than mine, Larissa.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you. I try. Thanks, guys. I have an adorable dog over here that you have to meet. Speaking of Harry, this is Lambykins, and I bet you can understand why. She is an albino multi-poo, and she kind of looks like a little lamb. She was rescued from a shelter here in LA, and she is now with a wonderful rescue called Pet Adoption Fund. She is 3 years old. She has human eyes, if I've ever seen human eyes on a dog. She has the cutest little wiggle tail. Look at that. Look at it. It's like a little rabbit. She was in the medical department of the shelter because she has very sensitive skin, being that she's albino, and she had a little growth on her nose. So the wonderful rescue stepped up and got that fixed. So that's why she has a little freckly scar on her nose, but she's doing really well in healing. As she loves people, she loves kids. Let's look at the camera so they can see her pretty face. There we go. And she's an all-around good girl. Again, she's 3 years old, and her name is Lambykins because she looks like a lamb. And you can find out more online at petadoptionfund.org. And I do want to talk about something a little bit serious for a second. Pet Adoption Fund has done a lot of great work helping out with all the fire issues going on down here in Southern California. And they actually went the other day to West Valley Animal Shelter and pulled out 7 large dogs, and there they are leaving the shelter and going into the van on their way to a rescue. And what that allows is it allows for extra kennels to be used by large and small dogs that are coming in from the evacuation zones. And I was there just the other day, and there were a lot of open or closed kennels, I should say, with a sign on them that read that they are disaster animals. And so for now, that is where they are living until they can be reunited or find another home. So petadoptionfund.org doing a lot of great work here, and you can find out more about Lambykins on their website. And please go to your local rescue or shelter, because any open kennel is a good kennel right now, because they're doing so much transporting of animals from these disaster zones. So please give 1 or 2 an adoption ever after, if you can. If you have the heart and the home for it, please do it right now.
Absolutely.
Yes, Larissa. And her furry friend for the day. Hey, Larissa.
This one keeps falling asleep on me. I must be boring her, I think. Am I boring you? Yes, this is Lambykins, like lamb, because she looks like a little lamb. She's a multi-poo albino, and so she's got that little pink nose and pink eyes, and she really does look like a little lamb. She is 3 years old, and she has the sweetest human eyes that I've ever seen. She also has a cute little cotton tail that just wiggle-waggles back and forth. She was found at a local shelter. She was in the medical unit, so nobody could actually even see her to adopt her. She had a little skin tag on her nose, so that's gone now, and it's healing up. And she loves people. She loves kids. She loves everybody. She loves treats, I'll tell you that. And she is just a super sweet little girl. She does need a little extra care in the sun because she's albino, so her skin is a little sensitive, and so is her eyes. But other than that, she's a really great dog. She's available through a rescue here called petadoptionfund.org. Of course, they're one of many rescues and shelters that have such amazing dogs right now. I mean, look at this girl. Who wouldn't want to take her home? It's crazy to me.
Oh, what a sweetie, Larissa. Now, as you all know at home, we are doing our part to support the continued relief efforts by the Woolsey fires here in California. And Larissa, I want to ask you, what can we do to assist with the animals that have been displaced due to these fires?
So many.
I know.
Yeah, it's a really sad situation, but you know what? The community has come out in full force, and I just have to give a shout out to everybody, because everyone is pulling together and donating so much amazing stuff. And I know people who have personally rescued sheep and horses and goats and bunnies, because among all the pets that need help are all these wildlife animals that need help. And these evacuation centers that are open are taking pets like this little guy that you're looking at, and their humans, and holding on to them for safety until they can go back home. And people have come out, as I mentioned, bringing goods and food and supplies. And, you know, I've been posting a lot on my social media of different things that people need right now, the rescue organizations. And, of course, Red Cross is doing amazing work as well. So please do your part, do what you can, and get in touch with Red Cross and follow me to find out what other animal shelters need right now.
Thank you, Larissa. You certainly are doing your part, and we can
Yes,
all
sure.
continue to help.